Amazing health benefits of fiber. Fiber likely isn't the first line item you look for on a food nutrition label. Perhaps your eyes instead search for added sugars or total carbohydrates, especially if you're trying to watch your blood glucose levels. Or maybe you look at the protein content if you're trying to help your muscles recover after a hard workout. And while a food's fiber content doesn't need to be the first thing you examine, you're not doing yourself any favors if you ignore it. Promotes regular bowel movements. You probably don't seriously consider your bowel movements until something is wrong. They're occurring too frequently, diarrhea, or not frequently enough, constipation. Fiber can help prevent both of these uncomfortable issues. There are a few different types of fiber, including soluble, insoluble, and viscous, and each can play a role in helping you have regular and healthy stools. Whole grains, in particular, are good for this since they contain a lot of insoluble fiber, which is the type of fiber that helps bulk up your stool while still keeping it soft. Constipation is one of the most common GI complaints in the United States. If you find yourself constipated, fiber might help. Fiber makes your poop softer and bulkier, both of which speed its passage from your body. But different types of fiber may provide varying levels of success in your quest for more regular bowel movements. Psyllium fiber beats out other types of fiber for those with chronic idiopathic constipation, which is characterized by difficult, infrequent, or incomplete bowel movements. Note that including plenty of water with your high-fiber diet also helps move things along in your gut better than fiber alone. Keeps you feeling fuller for longer. Fiber takes longer to digest than other nutrients, so it has an amazing filling power. A huge benefit of incorporating fiber into meals and snacks is how it helps you feel full between them. While this may not directly lead to weight loss, it may help reduce overeating tendencies. Helps lower high blood pressure. Studies show that eating enough fiber can help improve blood pressure in those people whose levels are high. With almost half of American adults suffering from elevated or high blood pressure, a condition that increases the risk of heart disease and stroke, the cardiovascular benefits of fiber shouldn't be overlooked. Balances cholesterol levels. One particular type of fiber, viscous fiber, has a binding quality to it that can help trap excess bile and cholesterol in our GI tract, which our body then eliminates when we go to bathroom. This unique property can help maintain optimal cholesterol levels, benefiting heart health. Some forms of soluble fiber are also helpful in lowering LDL cholesterol levels, the type of cholesterol that can collect in the blood vessels and lead to atherosclerosis, which is hardening and narrowing of the arteries that affects blood flow. For instance, oatmeal contains beta-glucan, a type of soluble fiber that is also really good for lowering LDL cholesterol. Prevents blood sugar spikes. Soluble fiber also helps regulate blood sugar levels. Consuming soluble fiber with the rest of a meal slows down the rate at which glucose is absorbed into the bloodstream, helping to prevent blood sugar spikes. This improved control over blood sugar can help reduce the risk of developing type 2 diabetes, associated with lower risk of several diseases. Meeting the recommended daily fiber intake is proven to help with several different areas of disease prevention. Getting enough fiber can help reduce the risk of heart disease, type 2 diabetes, colorectal cancer. Heart disease is the #1 killer of Americans, so the cardiovascular benefits of fiber are one of the most important. Additionally, about 1 in 10 Americans has type 2 diabetes, and colorectal cancer rates are on the rise. Healthy weight loss. It is well known increasing your dietary fiber intake may help in your weight loss journey. Participants were assigned to one of 4 different calorie-restricted groups. They were also instructed to increase their dietary fiber intake at various intervals and to include 90 minutes of physical activity each week. Results showed that regardless of diet type, participants lost about the same amount of weight. Study authors felt this was due to the fiber intake and not calorie consumption, which affirms what previous studies had shown, that increasing your fiber intake can help you lose weight. Fiber-rich foods fill you up faster and keep you satisfied longer. Lower type 2 diabetes risk. A higher overall intake of dietary fiber was associated with a lower risk of type 2 diabetes. And while some previous studies showed that insoluble fiber was best type of fiber for lowering type 2 diabetes risk, this study suggests that the combination of soluble and insoluble fiber predicted greater prevention of type 2 diabetes. While it's not totally clear why fiber cuts type 2 diabetes risk, the researchers believe that it could be a combination of fiber's favorable effect on blood glucose levels, creating a healthier gut microbiome and lowering inflammation in the body that may help stave off the development of diabetes. Lower odds of heart disease. A higher fiber intake was associated with a reduced risk for cardiovascular disease, CVD, in a large group of Americans. Researchers don't completely understand how fiber works, but they think that soluble fiber plays a role in decreasing lipid uptake from the intestinal tract, resulting in lower blood levels of cholesterol. In addition, experts say that dietary fiber reduces inflammation, which can result in CVD. Increased beneficial gut bacteria. The good bacteria that make up your gut's microbiome feed off fiber, which helps them flourish. As your gut bacteria gobble up fiber that has fermented in your GI tract, they produce short-chain fatty acids that have a host of benefits, including lowering systemic inflammation, which has been linked to many chronic health problems. When you increase your fiber intake, it doesn't take long to see the results. You can start to see the changes in gut bacteria within just a few days. The catch: you've got to consistently get enough grams of fiber over time to keep getting the benefits. Skimping on fiber shifts bacteria populations that may have negative consequences and result in increased inflammation in the body. Reduced risk of certain cancers. While studies are mixed, most seem to point to higher fiber consumption lowering the risk of cancer, especially colorectal and breast cancers. Researchers found that higher fiber intake, in particular, the fiber found in whole grains, was correlated with a reduced risk of colorectal cancer. And another 2020 review published in Cancer found that soluble fiber and fruit fiber had the strongest associations with reduced risk of breast cancer. Eat foods rich in total fiber, which include fruits, vegetables, and whole grains. Longer life. People who ate enough total fiber, which includes soluble and insoluble fibers, had a lower chance of dying early from anything, including cardiovascular disease and cancer. This means that even if you were to get heart disease, cancer, or another condition, consuming enough fiber may protect you from dying from it. Strong bones. Some types of soluble fiber, known as prebiotics, have been shown to contribute to a greater bioavailability of minerals, like calcium, in your colon. The increase in bioavailability supports maintained bone density. Prebiotics provide food for your beneficial gut bacteria and can be found in certain fruits, vegetables, nuts, and whole grains, such as asparagus, bananas, walnuts, onions, legumes, wheat, and oats. As you can see, fiber, all types, is good for your health. If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Nutri Trifecta Life for more health tips and natural solutions.